Keys of the week. Your top 10.
Okay, so COVR Price's top 10. This week we still have a lot of. So the Spider-Man is still up there from last week. Um, Wakanda, which is the first appearance of Kimmy, that's still in the top 10. Daredevil Born Again started shooting this week, so Daredevil Punisher is now in the top 10. First Daredevil Punisher fight. A newsstand goes for only $4.99. Pretty cheap so far. What's a 9.8 going for? 157. Oh, it's also a rare newsstand variant. Oh, but it's an auction, so it might go higher than 157. Yeah, so we know John Bernthal is back as Punisher. So that's why that's going. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is back in the top 10. When James Gunn first talked about DCU, and the announcement of the Supergirl movie, it was kind of implied that it was going to be based on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Let's see what that's going for these days. An auction is, where's the buy it now? Buy it now, $174 for 9.8. I don't know, is that cheap? I guess people really like this Tom King version. I tried to find some back issues at my local comic shop, and someone had already snatched them all up a couple of months before. So I guess he had a premonition that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow was going to be the next big spec. Let's have another Punisher top 10 this week. What's this one? Punisher 218, Lenticular. It's the War Machine Homage MCU cover. I'm not sure why this is in the top 10. Is there like a rumor going around that he's going to be in the War Machine movie, TV series? I'm not sure where that landed at for Armor Wars, if it's going to be TV or movie. I think it started out as a TV show and then they said it's going to be a movie. I don't know where that's at now. But those are your top 10. COVR Price. Good Asian still in the top 10. The first appearance of Damian Wayne is still in the top 10. Yeah. What's that going for? $53. Oh, and it's a cameo appearance. $31, 9.4. Is there any buy it nows? Near mint minus first appearance, best offer, buy it now, $70. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do keys of the week in stores. Well, it was yesterday. Deceased War of the Undead Gods #7, cover art inspired by the Prince album Purple Rain. Well, that's sweet. Milestone 30th Anniversary Special #1. First appearance of Static Beyond, an older version of Virgil Hawkins. Anthology of stories including Static and the Batman team up in the style of Static Shock animated series. What else is in here? Future story of Rocket inheriting the icon mantle. Alternate reality story of Milestone characters today meeting their 1993 counterparts. Cover art inspired by Flash 123. Dead Romans #1. A Germanic prince and 50,000 Romans wage war against an empire to establish a new queen who doesn't want to sit on the throne. This one I'm super excited about. I made sure I pre-ordered it at the local comic shop, and I also got another variant cover. I read a lot of Roman history stuff, and this Rome is one of my favorite shows ever, so yeah. So I'm super excited to read that. Neighbors #1, a horror story described by the writer as the terror that shadows queer and trans people who are raising families in 2022. Order and Outrage #1, in an optimized society of citizens who have had the financial means to benefit from gene therapy, a seed rebellion, independence, and outrage awakens. Cyberspace asks, ever play Season 3? Yes. On my, God, what was that? Was it 46 I had at the time? Old PC 46. Or was it a Pentium? It was so long ago as a kid. But yeah, Season 3 was one of the things I played. There's a newer game called Imperator that I kind of dabbled in it. It's got a steep learning curve, but it's something I want to start playing around with. Also, Total War Rome 2. I played a bit. That's fun. Yes, Roman history is where it's at. Pop's Chocolate Shop of Horrors, anthology of horror stories set in Pop Tate's Diner. Batman One Bad Day, Ra's al Ghul, final entry of the one Bad Day one shots. If you haven't had a chance to check out any of the Batman One Bad Days so far, they've all been really good. Last month was Clayface, and that was also another great issue. I did pick up Batman One Bad Day this week. Today, actually. Yeah, today. Cyberspace, those Archie horror books do pretty well. I guess you can speak to this. Are Archie comics still really big? Are they very, is it more older Archie comics do better than new stuff? Like, I remember reading Archie as a kid. But well, I guess maybe Riverdale maybe helps with that. I don't know. DC's Legion of Bloom #1. There aren't a lot of them posted online typically. Oh. So most Archie collectors never sell their Archie collections? They do have a strong fan base that always looking for issues. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. DC's Legion of Blue #1, anthology of stories featuring DC's plant-related characters. Superman #2, first appearance of Marilyn Moonlight, the spirit of Metropolis. First full appearance of Graft. Second cameo appearance of Dr. Farm. Cyberspace, maybe. I think they just have lower print runs. So that's, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense too. Avengers #9, facsimile reprint of Avengers #9, the first appearance of Wonder Man. We all know that TV series is coming. Doctor Strange #1 reboots again with the premiere issue Doctor Strange #1. She-Hulk #11, first appearance of Scoundrel, and Women of Marvel #1, an anthology of stories. Okay, so those are your top 10 marketplace and keys of the week.